How y'all doing out there? Coming to you live today. Got a very special guest, one of my longtime friends, Tina Smith. I'm gonna bring her on right now. Here she is. How you doing, Tina?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Right
All right.
on.
Now that I got that set up, I'm gonna put myself back in the darkness.
Oh, so I got to be all lit up. I see.
I mean, it's so I don't know if I told you. Um, my laptop got broken, so I
Oh,
do not have a monitor to my laptop. So I have a 32-inch screen right here I'm using as a monitor. And like it I'm not this dark. I just get tanned.
right.
There we
You're
go.
a
That
ghost.
might be a little better. A little better. A little bit. All right, cool. I got lights everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so it's literally I have this giant TV that I have to use for my computer monitor now. So I
Oh,
have
that's
a
fun.
laptop desktop. And it's like weird though, because like you were there when I had the whole teleprompter set up. So now I have the
Uh-huh.
teleprompter set up. So I have that screen over here, then I have this screen over here, and then the laptop with a broken screen. It's too many screens to manage right now.
I
So
can barely handle two screens, let alone that many.
I gotta make it work.
Yeah.
So what's been new in your life? What's going on in your world anyway?
Nothing really. Just been working a lot, getting new clients and doing the caregiving thing. Yeah, yeah.
I
Trying
feel you.
to, huh?
I said I feel you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to do a podcast or do something with ichthyosis, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that.
Well, I mean, this broadcast is brought to you by StreamYard. There's several different other ones out there, but I enjoy StreamYard. There's a couple other ones out there that are pretty good too, though. We'll have to get my man Cody out here because he was trying to get me onto one. This is actually a first too, so I'm glad that you're doing this with me because this is the first time that we're streaming on Twitch. So this is the first time that we're doing it. So we'll see how that rolls. Cody was yelling at me for just only going Facebook and just YouTube. I was like, all right, I'll try the Twitch. I'll try it. So
So we're just on Twitch and this.
now we're on all three. So I got us on Facebook, Twitch,
Well,
and
hello
YouTube.
everyone.
Yes, it's on all three. I was like,
Gee,
and that's the
no
beauty
pressure,
about this.
Tina. No pressure.
Oh, there's never pressure. I mean, people love you. They're over here wondering why is she talking to him? Like, what you doing over here?
Well, I'm
Oh,
glad that you're doing this. I know you've been wanting to do this for a while.
yeah, I've been playing around. I've been trying to get this going. It's been a venture.
Yeah.
I wish you could actually see the setup though, because like if you saw me, you'd be like, you are a nerd.
Oh, I already
It's like
know that. I don't need to see a setup to know that. Come on now, man.
I know, but like the setup
You
is
should take a
wild.
picture though and send it to me so I can see it.
It's like I built a closet inside of my kitchen. Well, not kitchen, dining room, but like there's it's just I love it. It's just so much. But the
You'll
beauty
have
of
to.
this is like I had this weird setup where I could move this around my whole house. I could put it in my living room. I could take it out to my front porch because I've now just set up my front porch for when it gets warmer out there. I could do my cigar podcast out there. So, but now the front porch is all set up for me to podcast out there. So it's gonna be
No,
fun. It's gonna be the only issue I have with that is it might be a little bit too loud. I might have
yeah,
to
if
make
you
those
live on a busy street.
very busy street.
Mhm.
It was one of the main streets, but it's so dope though because I got the porch swing and I got the little.
Don't you also live next door to a cemetery?
Yeah, but I don't podcast during the day, so we won't have the grave. Like dying. I shouldn't say dying. Getting buried lately. Because like I've seen like one of them. I was like, "Yo, was he a president?" Like they all had flags on their cars, and like it was just wild how many people was out there. I was like, "Did y'all bring the whole
Maybe he
town to his funeral?" Like I felt like I was the only person not invited.
should have just went.
For real, if it wasn't snowing, I probably would have showed up. For like, hey, who died? Who is this?
You were such a good person. Just make up a whole
Exactly.
bunch of stuff.
Just show up with my camera, but like, we got to get this for the newspaper.
Help their story out.
Oh, see, you probably missed my cast from the other day, but I'm still getting used to Magic Kingdom over here, man.
Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom. I have the Magic Kingdom. I never thought a graveyard would have a Magic Kingdom. Like, there's so many animals that just pop out of nowhere.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got what you're saying.
Yes, not like magic, like the Disney Magic. Yeah, like literally, I had a rabbit just come up and just stare at me. He was just staring me down, like. And I'm like, ain't you supposed to be scared of people? Like, what you doing? Like, what's up? I'm not a Disney princess. Get your ass on.
The street rabbit. Eye you
Nice.
down.
For real. I thought he was coming up. He was probably looking at me like, "Where's the carrots? Don't you have some carrots? Better bring me some carrots."
Shoot,
But yeah.
they'll eat anything you give them.
Oh, he was eating the grass through the snow. He was like digging out and pulling out grass. And I was sitting here like, oh, must be that hungry because you don't care that I'm out here smoking a clove. I'm out here smoking a clove and just chilling, and you over here.
Maybe that's why he came up to you and stared at you. He's like, "Motherfucker, you gonna give me some food? Do you see the snow out
Hey, don't feed the wild
here? No
animals.
warehouse grass."
I don't know what my neighbors be on, but I ain't on that. I'm not good with that.
Maybe you're the chosen one.
That's I'm good. Like they can choose somebody else. Like they better find somebody else. Are you over here cooking?
So you know how I put Vaseline and stuff on my skin?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the way Vaseline smells, so I went to Hobby Lobby and I found these scent things or whatever that you can make soaps and shit with to make your shit smell good. And I am mixing that and my Vaseline, so my Vaseline smells like right now it's smelling like vanilla gelato and waffle cone, and that is not the one I wanted to use. So, oops, way too much in there too.
I'm still shocked on the ingenuity because I would have never thought of that. I would have never even thought of that. That is super intelligent. Like I am baffled right now because like yeah, that's the perfect solution right there.
Yeah, if your stuff never had build a clump on my fucking keyboard.
You don't need that.
No, but if your stuff never smells good, just go get some oils and put it in there and make your own scent. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I put a little too much in this one.
What's the temperature been out there like for y'all?
Today, right now, the computer says it is 43 degrees. Like last week, it was in the minus zeros, and then I think it's finally going up to the 50s like this weekend.
Yeah, so like out here, we had 50 today, and I was shocked. I came downstairs and I was like, it's not cold? I'm like, what's going on? Opened up my front door. I was like, what the hell? I had to check the weather. I was like, oh, I was not expecting this.
Right. So I think we've had a pretty mild winter so far. Well, here, anyways. I don't know what it's like there.
No, we've been getting snow. Like today's been the first day that I've been like, I don't feel like I'm freezing.
Right?
I mean, it's still a habit that I'm wearing a hat in the house. Like that's how cold it's been.
Dude, my heat has been up to 80 degrees lately. And it's not even warming at my apartment that well. But I'm always cold though, so wear nothing but layers.
So, do you got any new fun projects coming up?
I am doing a fairy tale shoot this Saturday for a friend that I am a little nervous doing because I haven't really gone out and done a photo shoot in a very long time. So, but I'm excited at the same time because to do something creative.
I'm about to say, you a pro. You got this. Like, come on now.
Huh?
I said, you're a pro. You got this. Come on now.
I'm just like, I'm trying to think of where to go to do a fairy tale shoot. You know, besides like, 'cause, you know, a lot of people really love the downtown stuff and things like that. And there ain't no fairy tale unless it's about downtown.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably.
downtown does get used a lot. Oh, fairy tale. Like a made up fairy tale, or you picking like a particular one?
Just like a made up fairy tale. They just want like a fairy tale like look, is what I
Hmm.
was told. So I was thinking like, what's it called? Chisholm Park or Chisholm, whatever that's out east.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe that would work because it has all those trees that
Curve. Yeah. That's
curve.
what.
You know what I mean? Curve.
No, I was thinking that too. Like when you first said it, because like that place just has so many cool things over there. It's,
Oh, I know. I just wish it was warmer out. I haven't even looked to see what like the temperature really is for Saturday. Hoping it's decently warm. 'Cause, you know, it's not fun to shoot in freezing weather.
oh, trust me, that's why I've been chilling my happy butt inside doing podcasts
Mm-hmm.
because I don't do cold.
Yeah.
I took some pictures from my front porch the other day, and I was like, "Yep, that's about as far as I'm going."
Do you have any big plans for the summer? Spring,
Uh,
summer?
Not sure yet. Still trying to figure things out, directions and stuff like that. But as of right now, no really big plans. I'm trying to live month to month, and then,
Dude, I feel that.
especially as crazy as January's been. January's been a roller coaster.
Right? It's not even over yet. I can't believe we still have a whole week left.
I know.
It doesn't seem. I don't like it.
I mean, you say that, but I said this before. I want to get past the first 3 months. After the first 3 months, then we can judge how the year is going to be.
That's true.
Because if February comes out just as swinging as wild as January, I'm like, okay. But if March is crazy, then we just know we have a crazy year ahead of us.
Right?
But I was thinking about it, like January is always crazy. There's never been like a calm January.
Yeah. For you?
Just in
Or
general,
just in
just like
general?
if you think about it, like crazy stuff always happens in January. Like I hate to bring that up, but like COVID really popped up in January. Like it
Yeah.
was happening before January, but like January is when everybody got scared and like was talking about. Like January is always the month, like because I think it's how everybody's trying to see how their year is going to be, so they
Hmm.
kind of put it all in January. Then usually by March everything settles out.
Yeah. Always had this thing I always said. I always felt like if my year started out shitty, it's going to end good, and if it started really good, it's going to end shitty. And so far, my January is the in between. So I'm like, oh great, what's my year gonna be like? Fun.
This is gonna be the spectating year for me. I've been watching everything, and everything's been absolutely crazy. So
Yeah. What kind of stuff that you've been watching? Like name what's something?
like I mean, like what's going on in the world? Like the whole Cat Williams fiasco and um the whole celebrity, the whole Taylor Swift, and all that kind of nonsense that's going on right now. I shouldn't say nonsense, but the what other people are gravitating towards right now.
Oh yeah, the whole Taylor Swift thing is laughable, like so laughable to me.
I mean,
I mean,
I
they don't
have
have to. They shouldn't have to take a picture of her, video her every time she's at the game for every little high five or things that she does. So yeah.
they
I
turned
mean,
professional sports back into high school sports. That's what
oh
I
yeah,
feel like. I feel like I'm back at a high school game, and like the two popular kids just got together, and now everybody's like, "Oh," like that's what I feel like.
yeah,
Like it's not even like professional. You never had none of that stuff. Like the wives be in the press box, they just be chilling, whatever, because you were professional. Now it's High School Musical football.
yeah.
And I ain't knocking on Taylor Swift. I don't need the Swifties coming after me. I'm more hating on Travis Kelsey. But you like who you like, you don't who you don't.
Yeah.
And I don't really beef with Travis Kelsey. It's more of his other person that I'm beefing with.
Oh.
Kermit the Frog. I hate Kermit. I hate him. But see, actually that is the plus of this because since Travis is getting more attention, there's been less tension on Kermit, so I don't have to hear about Kermit as much anymore.
We're talking. You say Kermit. Are we talking about Mahomes?
Yes.
Okay. I have no idea who Kermit is. Boy, I do not watch football. Okay.
Listen to him talk. He sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Oh, I seen a TikTok the other day that said that he does, and I can't remember the character's name. I don't have to look it up here in a second, but or I'll have to send you the link later. But he sounds like this character off of the Trailer Park Boys.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he does.
I just don't like that man.
He gives the same interview, like same type of how he talks.
Yeah. But and then just like all the other stuff, like I said, all the Cat Williams beefing and all the other people jumping in and everybody doing all that stuff, and it's kind of like, really?
Did you hear about the girl that stabbed her boyfriend like 100 and like I think it was like 180 or it was like over 100 and she pretty much got I think she like didn't get any jail time but they're blaming it on weed that she was too high. I'm like your
First
face
of all,
right now. Your face right now.
hold up.
Motherfucker, you know weed ass.
What kind of weed was she smoking? Like, was it laced with speed? Like, it had to be some other drug because there's no way. Nobody smokes weed and is like, yo, I got the energy to stab somebody 100 and so like, come
You know
on.
how much energy that has to take and how hard it is to like stab someone?
She probably would have stabbed him 500 times if she wasn't smoking. That should have been the defense. She was going to cut
Probably
his
too
head
high and
off.
lost count. That was a dumb joke.
Shit, man. I
I got horrible jokes, people.
hey, dad jokes. All jokes are welcome. We let it all. Um, there's no discrimination on this podcast. I,
All right.
we allow it all. Just not me telling jokes because I Kevin Hart my last one and it was just terrible. It was terrible. I
Did
laughed all the
you?
way through it. I laughed all the way through it. I was sitting here like, this is why I hate Kevin Hart, and I'm sitting here doing it. I don't hate Kevin Hart anymore. I'll take that back. I actually grown to like Kevin Hart more, and now Cat Williams had to start this beef. When I start to like Kevin Hart, Cat Williams wants to start beef. I'm like, great,
What do you
great.
think of all that beef?
I mean, it's one of those things where, in my true opinion, Cat Williams has been saying this stuff for years. This ain't new. I just think we're now in the position as a society with all these little dirty secrets finally coming to the light that people are listening now. Because like the first thing, like I saw the interview, I watched the whole damn thing, and I was like, all right, Cat didn't really say too much new stuff on there. Because if you watch his old interviews, he was always talking about this. But now, why is it shine to the light now? Like, why is
That's
people
true.
listening now? Like, he just has the audience listening now.
Hmm.
So, I mean, like, that's where I stand on it. It's like, yeah, this is the same. Whether it's true or not, because it could be all BS. It could be all true. I don't know. I'm not there.
Yeah.
But to me, yeah, like we're now listening now more because now, like this, I said it. I didn't trust that man. I didn't trust that man since he was dancing around in music videos. But Puff Daddy finally came down or is going down, and now it's everybody wants to listen.
Yeah, I've
So,
been waiting a long time for the whole Puff Daddy thing. I knew it was gonna eventually come around.
but I thought about this, and I haven't heard this yet in an interview. So, like, we're hearing all these things about Puff Daddy and all these things he's done. Nobody's talking about Mace. Like, you know how Mace was his boy and they were riding heavy. Then Mace disappeared and went and found God.
Yeah.
Like, he had to go to the church. Was that for a guilty conscience, Mace? Like, did he, like, did he was like, oh,
Right.
yo, we're doing way too much. They're doing, I gotta go to church. I gotta go save my soul. Like, something happened. Like, and like, nobody's mentioned that. Like, everybody's over here talking about all the bad. Like, 2 plus 2 is like equaling. It's equaling 4 right now. So, I,
Yeah, it's all
but
crazy.
then it gets back down to the whole factor of social interactions in society right now, like the whole no snitching. Like, how many of y'all people really knew the truth this whole entire time and didn't say anything? Like, like I don't know. It just there's so many dilemmas and layers to it, where it just
Yeah.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? You know how the talk like the comedians and stuff and are all stealing each other's jokes and stuff like that. I came across a video not that long ago on TikTok, and it was I think it was Bernie Mac. Was it Bernie Mac or somebody? And then like 2 videos down that I seen, it was a kid, and he was doing the same joke way earlier than the comedian did. So yeah, I'm like, man, are we all just stealing jokes from everyone? Is that how that works? We all can
Yes,
be comedians?
yes, that's been society since it existed. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Like, I know people are getting outraged. It's not about your art, it's how you present your art. Because at the end of the day, rap music wouldn't exist if we didn't steal music.
it's true.
We sample everything. Everything sampled and turned and put into your own way. Every rap song that you like, oh yeah, there's original to it. I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody made their own beat, like Pharrell, and he does some of his own beats, but he mixes, he takes everybody samples.
Hmm.
DJs would not have a job. I like my record, but without it. So I
Right.
mean, comedians same way. Like you hear somebody says a funny joke, cool, all right, turn around, make it your own. Whoever delivers it best
Mhm.
wins.
That's literally too in everything. Like like you were saying, even in the fashion world. Like one thing I noticed with girls and like doing fashion and stuff is like, oh, this person stole my design and this person stole this design. But I'm like, if you get on Etsy, any platform that sells whatever, you're gonna find 100 people making and selling pretty much close to the same thing, you know? Like I knew two people that were making headbands and scarves and things, and they were having a feud because one person started it before the other person, and because that person started it before that person, then that the other person couldn't, they couldn't have that style of headband because that person already started it and claimed it as their own. And yeah, it just makes me laugh because like they're like there's nothing really original anymore.
But see, but going back to the original question, so I did hear Cat Williams' version of the joke.
Yeah.
Like I'm that old, but Cat told it funnier. So I get his standpoint. Like, man, you told my joke and you didn't do it justice. You kind of made it weaker because
Yeah.
Cat Williams' version of the joke is funnier than Cedric's. But
Yeah,
at the
it is
same time,
definitely on how you present the joke, how
yeah.
you go about that with anything.
But I feel like right now with whatever blackball or whatever dilemma Cat Williams is going through in his personal life right now, which is he feels like the world is against him, that he has to do what he's doing right now. Because
Yeah.
if he was, I- and I feel like in certain industries, if you have backbone, you're going to get pushback. And I hate to say it, like, it sucks. Is either you want to be a part of the industry or you're going to have to struggle and do twice as much to have your integrity
Hmm.
and not do it because he could sit there and he could put on a dress and do all the other Hollywood stuff and do all the stuff that he was clowning everybody else for doing. And
Yeah.
Cat Williams would probably still be as just as relevant as he was when he first got into the scene. But
Yeah.
he doesn't want to do that, so now he has to stand on his integrity. Monique could have did some other things, and Monique was a little bit different. Monique was wild. You can't be talking. There's certain people you just can't talk about. Like you just can't talk shit on them. And if you can, you do that in your house when the mics are
Yeah.
off and all that shit. You be like, "No, I can't stand so and so and so and so." I ain't gonna say it because I ain't trying to get canceled this early. Let me get canceled a couple years when I make some money. But, but yeah, you just can't talk about Cat Williams and Monique. No, they're just gonna straight up talk about them. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, go ahead, talk about them. Y'all do that. Y'all got the fans to not get canceled. I don't. Unless I do my second idea. If I do my second idea, then it's gonna be no holds bar. Ortega told
Yeah.
me I couldn't even do it. Ortega stopped it from when I first mentioned it to him. He's like, "Don't do that." I was like, "All right, I'll listen for now. For now."
Yeah. Hold on, I'm distracted. Hey, can you pour me some? Okay. Okay. No, just the juice, please. fridge fell apart.
Why are you breaking the fridge? Like,
I ain't breaking the fridge.
yes, you did. You set it up. I know you. I ain't gonna tell nobody this is broken.
He's right there.
Yeah, I know. You set him up. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out, Tina. I apologize.
Say hi.
But yeah, no. Honestly, I don't know how this year is gonna go. It's either gonna be wild or it's gonna be very mellow.
I'm hoping it will be mellow.
I'm
I'm
hoping.
hoping. Last year was chaotic
I mean,
with
this year's
everything.
already been chaotic,
Yeah.
so I'm hoping it mellows out.
I'm hoping to I got a camper. I'm not sure if I had told you that.
A camper?
Yeah, I got a camper van, so now I got the wheels to come see ya.
Bloody hell! All right.
You'll know it's me because you'll see me frolicking in your cemetery next door.
For real though, she won't even make it to the house. She gonna be up in the cemetery. I'm like, Tina, is that you? What you doing over there? Leave that gravestone alone. Get out the tree. I ain't gonna lie, the tree is my dopest part of that cemetery because it's just a big tree
I'm
that's
gonna be
over
talking
the
to all
whole
those
thing.
animals you were telling me about.
For you gonna have deer, skunk, possums, bats. Did I
I'm
tell
gonna
you the
bring
bat
them all
story?
inside. Huh?
Did I tell you the bat story?
No, I want to hear.
So I'm sitting there chilling once again on my front porch, minding my own business, smoking my clove. I was DJing this time, sitting there playing with my DJ and all of that on the phone. I'm not real, just on the phone. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, is that a bird? That thing is flying towards my head. I should probably duck. So I duck. And the thing flies by me. I'm like, yo, that thing would have took me out if I didn't duck. Like, yo, that bird, like, what's he doing out this late? Like, he must be tripping. I turn around and look at my porch swing, and it's a bat, and it's hanging upside down on my porch swing. Like,
Oh,
hold
that's
up,
awesome.
you just dove at my head. Now you're chilling on my. Get out of here! So I had to chase the bat away. I'm over here like, damn, I ain't trying to be Dracula just yet, man. Like, vampires are cool, but like, I got some more daytime stuff to do before I turn to nocturnal creature. Like, I'm trying to see some more things before I have to be a creature of the night. Like, his plan was a little bit too early.
Bats can welcome to my house or apartment. They can come and chill out outside my window.
No, he was cool. Just don't fly at my head.
I would love that if bats were like. I'd be so excited. I get stray cats and squirrels and fat birds
See,
and homeless people.
I don't get the normal ones. There's no cats out here. I haven't seen no stray cats. Um, Skunks has been the closest to it. Um, the birds do be tripping out here though. The birds be out here gang gang. Like the birds be out here wilding. They like, yo, we run Mutton Hall. Like they just take it over. Like the birds be traveling like 20, 50 deep. Like be sitting out there like, yo, my bushes look dark. Step out. I'm like, whoa, yo, y'all tripping. So no, the birds be out here. It now I see Stephen King must have lived out here. He got the idea of birds from living out here because they see that's why I thought the bat was a bird. Because the birds just be wilding. So I just thought, maybe he just got lost and like whoop de whoop. Nah, this shit was a bat. And the thing was huge too. Like thing was like it was a good sized bat. Like it wasn't like like little thing. It was like when he was
Like
hanging,
a
he was
full
like
grown adult.
I wouldn't say full grown. I'm saying like
Yeah.
medium. I still say he was like a baby, but it was still like not like I would say like he was probably a teenager ish.
Yeah.
Maybe,
You should build a bat home in your backyard or front yard.
I could probably do it on the front porch. I probably could. Yeah. I
I
want to.
wasn't sure if you were like, yeah or not, your facial expression there.
No,
Hell no.
no. The back was thinking, hell no, because it fucks up my fire pit. I'm not trying to have a flying, flaming bat. Like, no, that's not happening. The fire pit is in the back. We can't have no animals back there. Stay out. Front porch, yeah, I could work with that. Could build a little
Yeah,
cage right out
you
there.
could family some bats.
Exactly. It's gonna mess up my summer podcasting, but it'll be all right. Be cool.
They could be your mascots.
Exactly. They already called me the Darker Knight, so I mean, I might as well get some bats. Maybe that was a sign. Maybe that was the back signal, and I just missed
You're
it.
all just hanging around.
For real.
But yeah, I got a camper. I'm really excited. I want to go traveling this year. That's kind of my goal. Get me out of ghetto Kansas for a while. There's a lot of waterfalls around that I want to go check out. I'm excited for. I think my
No,
trips are just going to be around waterfalls and cool places and food.
man, they got some. Don't you know that Niagara Falls is only 4 hours away from here?
Really? Have you not gone?
I have gone. It was beautiful. It
Oh,
was amazing.
nice. I
Niagara
need to
Falls.
go.
Oh, and then like we stayed at this Indian hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they had a hot tub in the room, like not
Nice.
not like in the center of the room. You have your bed, a chair, a TV, and a hot tub. I was like, yo, this shit was so fire. And it was a smoking room, so you could smoke inside your room.
Nice.
Um, I booked it. I messed up. I booked the wrong side, so I booked the opposite side. But if I would have booked the smoking side like I was supposed to, um, you could actually look outside your window and see
Uh-huh.
the falls. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
next time I'm booking the right one where I could chill in my hot tub and just watch the falls and just be smoking myself, just doing all that.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
And then New York is New York, so it's all fun.
Man, I miss New York so much. I'd
Oh,
like to. I keep thinking I should take my camper and drive to New York to go see my family, but then I think about New York traffic and I'm like, nah.
I mean, it's only bad really in the city though.
Yeah. And I have to go through the city.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just certain times a day, you just got to plan out the trip and like, all right, cool, I'm going to stop here.
What do
Like,
you think about what do you think about in New York that they have to pay a certain I think it's like a $25 fee or something just to go in a certain part of New York? Did you hear about that?
it's New York. I'm surprised they haven't done it earlier.
Yeah, supposedly like if you go like through a certain area, it doesn't matter how many times I guess back and forth that you go, you have to
Pay for the
pay.
toll. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's like every time, but like I do know, yeah, if you go in that section, you do have to pay like the stupid money. So I feel bad for people that would have to work in that area, that have to pay money just to go to work. That sucks.
That happens here. Like back when I was working at Burn, like the cheapest parking was $10.
Damn.
You had to pay $10 to go to work every day. Because if not, you had to get a ride or Uber, which costs you more. So like you wanted to show up to work, you had to pay. And don't let
Damn.
it be a Steelers game, because then it's $50 to $80 to park. And good luck, because then you got to show up early and get there and make sure you're good. And yeah, no, that's just East Coast living. So
And that's why I'm happy sometimes. Well, Kansas is all right.
I don't know. I don't know. You spend some time out because, like, when you first hit it, you was like, "Oh, that's shocking." Then after a while, like, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, it rained here the other day, and I was like, "Oh, rain and trees, and they actually has a pleasant smell." And oh, I forgot. Yes, I'm on the East Coast. It makes it worth it because it smells totally different. It just has this great aroma. Like it's just the
There it does
yes,
compared to here.
yes. I rain is a beautiful thing. Like I love it when it rains here because like you have out there you're so water hungry that the
Mhm.
water absorbs everything. The
Mm.
water sits on things here. So like you get
I
different
see.
smells and different like it's used to being moist. So like it has and sorry for everybody who hates that word. Um it's used to having that and it just a different aroma. It just I it's almost to the fact where I know where people like, when they go to rainforest and they're like, "Oh, you can't take the smells." Like, I know what they're talking about. It's not the
Yeah.
same smell out here, but I would want to go to a rainforest and like just take it all in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that smells wonderful.
But yeah,
Yeah. Here it smells well where I live. I live just down the block from a, a coffee place. So it smells because they're always grinding coffee, so it smells like burnt coffee outside.
how do I move to a bigger city and get more of a nature smell?
So if you don't mind burnt coffee smell.
Well, I guess I'm getting fresh or not fresh, but old corpses. Maybe that's the smell I'm getting. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah. But I will take that the burnt coffee smell over other parts of the city where it smells like, like what is it on the like
it's outside.
yeah. No,
It's
not the
outside.
south side. It was like more like the north side where the factories are. Where they had like oh what I can't remember what the plant's name is, but yeah, they it always smells like just
Oh, you're
rotten
talking
egg.
about
Do you know
yeah,
what I'm talking about? Okay.
the soy plant from ooh, I can't remember the name of that place either.
I just know once you hit that like area, it just hits you right in the face, that smell.
Yeah, no, that smells bad. I was thinking of the waste sewage plant in the south side.
Oh yeah, that
Once you
too.
get to that, like I
Hmm.
but yeah, ooh,
That's
Javi
why
works
housing
there.
is cheaper over there.
It still ain't that cheap though. Like, nah, you better give me $5 a month, like to get me over there. Mm-mm.
I wonder if breathing that in like does anything to people.
It
Like,
has to.
yeah,
Like probably not enough where you're gonna win a lawsuit or get
yeah.
but it has to. Down to the fact of there's probably gonna be a commercial. Did you live in Wichita, Kansas? Did you live in one of these areas
Yeah.
or this year and this year? Please call in because you might be part of this settlement.
Right.
I'm just waiting for one of those commercials to actually be relevant to me because I know I've lived in some sketchy spots. I'm like, oh, I count. I qualify for that one.
I
Oh,
qualified for the Accutane one a long time ago. But I wasn't taking Accutane at the time that the lawsuit was happening. But yeah, it was just like if you took Accutane, it did this, this, and this to you, and I was like, it did do that to me, but I have no idea how to go about those lawsuits. And I feel like even if you did those lawsuits, like how much money would you really get back? I mean, if you're competing, if you and all of these people are, you know, the victims, like how much is that spread out?
it still is. It's not. It's not like You ain't gonna make millions. Like
Right.
you're not gonna be making
I'm
millions.
not expecting millions or not even
Well,
thousands of dollars.
you're gonna get thousands though. You're gonna get thousands.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Well,
yeah.
damn. Now I'm not going to do it.
Because you gotta think, like, look at the Red Bull lawsuit.
Yeah.
Red Bull's lawsuit was so huge that they had enough money to give away free Red Bull for
When
years.
was the Red Bull lawsuit?
And see, this is how Red Bull was smart. They snuck it in and they didn't even realize that they lost. Nobody realized this. But the Red Bull lawsuit was like, I want to say 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. Because it was after I was in high school. So after '04. Um, but before, yeah. So I had, oh,
Yeah, so that
earlier,
long ago. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Because it was over. And you know what the lawsuit was over?
Uh-uh.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Well, they
Literally, some dumbass jumped off of something and said Red Bull gives you wings and got hurt and sued Red Bull and they won.
you know what though? I give it to those people that are that like, I'm gonna give me some money because any company that does that, I mean, that's their own damn fault.
That's why if you look at the new Red Bull commercials, they misspell wings.
Do
So
you?
now, yes, they
Really?
misspell wings on purpose. So now they can say that it's not directly gives you wings. Like I think there's like an extra I or extra something, extra letter in it. I can't remember. But yeah, that's the whole reason. And that's why Red Bull was giving out free Red Bull. Technically, you could have went to Walmart during that time and said, "Hey, where's my free Red Bull?" And they were literally would have gave you a case of Red Bull.
I put Red Bull in my search engine and I brought up the Northern Red-billed Hornbill Tuckus. That is a crazy looking bird. It looks like it's pissed off all the time.
So I need this bird. I need this bird.
This picture I'm looking at, I just got this look on his face. Just straight mugging. All right, gives you wings. Let's see how it's spelled on here. Well, Google has it still spelled. Oh yeah, they do have it with 3 eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Wings.
That is the whole reason they had to switch that up is because of that lawsuit.
13 million?
Yeah.
I always wonder though how much money these people are spending for their like lawyers and things like that to go against these companies for these small, mistakes.
True, but I mean, it also depends on the lawyer because that might have been the lawyer's pro bono case to put his name out there. Like I sued
Yeah,
Red Bull and won. Like
he's just like, true, you're gonna get money. Like,
especially because like they just gave away free Red Bull, so like I know that was part of the. So like, yeah,
hey, that's crazy. Yeah, I've always wondered how people did that if they had to have like money to do so because and how do you find lawyers to do these things? Do you just call up a lawyer? I've called up lawyers for certain things, other things besides trying to go after a company. And I had a hard time finding the right lawyer for those things. So to try to sue a company just because it says wings, I mean, how do you go about that? Like,
well, when you're laying in the hospital bed because you jumped off a roof, the lawyer's probably going to come find you. I mean, that's pretty much how Bradness Stocknick made his name. Those are the ambulance chasers. Those are the people that go after those cases.
Yeah. And some of those lawyers, I've had a bad time with my car wreck I had in 2016. I can't believe 2016.
I know. Time is like when the old people back in the day said time is gonna fly when you get older. Now I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I wish it would slow down.
why'd y'all have to be right? Can y'all be wrong for
Mm-hmm.
once?
Right.
Like
But yeah, the lawyers I had, I my sister-in-law found them because she like Googled everything, and because I was pretty much out of commission to try to find one that quick. But yeah, she found this one, and we got them because they were like the cheapest. They say cheapest, but my lawyer still cost me like 20 grand.
see, that's why I have to have like 2 or 3 in my back pocket now because I know me, so I need 2 or 3 in my back
Yeah,
pocket right now. Because yeah, so that it's always good to keep a lawyer or two. When you hear somebody say, "Hey, I'm a lawyer," be like, "Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing?"
yeah. I think now though, if I ever have to have a lawyer, I'm gonna like go to people and ask them what lawyers they have gone through, because if I would have known how screwed I was gonna get through the lawyer that I had, I would have never would have gone through them. Because well, you were there. You were there after my car wreck and saw the aftermath of how I was,
Yeah,
and pretty bad. I still can't get over that I was they put me in the psych ward out of all the things. And that's another thing. I wanted to sue the hospital for how they did me wrong that night. Because being next door to Screaming Nancy that wanted what's his name? Do you remember that?
I really hate to say this, but like he was in law school at the time because now the perfect lawyer for you is the person we both know because he would have went after everybody. Jakob. Jakob. You remember Jakob.
I think so. I'm horrible with names.
Last time I was in town, he was out with us.
That's been a long time ago. Ah, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
Jakob.
I didn't know he was a lawyer.
He is now. He wasn't then.
Well, at
But
least
now
now
he's
I know a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Yes. And he's a good lawyer too. So like keep him in the back pocket. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna need I need a good lawyer for the next time I ever need a lawyer. Yeah, I still couldn't believe like mine. Did you know that I had to pay a doctor $5,000 for literally nothing?
That's why I don't go to hospitals.
Isn't that crazy?
That's why I don't go.
Like, you know how for people that don't know, I have a skin disorder called ichthyosis, and my skin tears really easily. And when I got my car wreck, my whole skin was messed up, and it messed up all the inside of my body. I took medicine for it. It almost killed me, blah, 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 blah. Well, I was going through talking to my lawyers about all of this, and you would think they would have sent me to a dermatologist for skin. Instead, they'd sent me to someone that is a brain surgeon.
For all y'all people don't know, she lives in Wichita, Kansas, by the way.
True. But I couldn't believe, even like when I got to the doctor and I like she sat in front of me, and I like literally was only with her for an hour, and she took like pictures of me because she was like, I don't know why you're even here. She goes, I'm this kind of doctor. I have nothing to do with skin. Like, why did they bring you to me? And I'm over here like, I don't know. And then when it came time to pay at the end, the lawyers and the doctors and everything that you went and seen, yeah, I looked at the bill and it had her name on it with $5,000. And I was like, why? Because even in her note, she even put like she didn't understand why I was there.
It was
So I
the
didn't
fact
have a
that you
head injury.
disturbed
I didn't
her.
have, huh?
It was the fact that you disturbed her. Because that's how arrogant doctors are. Oh, she just took up 5 minutes of my time, and it was pointless.
She should have billed the
5 minutes.
lawyers, not me.
You should have billed somebody, or
And then
just
I tried to go after the hospital.
take the L. Like, oh,
Oh,
just take the L. Like, I don't have to do nothing. Go over there. Stop wasting my time. Get out my office. I mean, I wouldn't be. I respect to be throwing out somebody's office for free than to
right?
be. Oh, I can't help you, and here's my
Yeah,
bill.
yeah.
Like,
I
no,
would rather her straight up like, like we don't need to do this. But she continued with everything. And yeah, I remember she like took pictures and everything. The whole I was just like, what is she gonna do with these pictures? Like yeah, I don't understand. And like yeah. And then I tried to sue the hospital because well obviously for everything that happened, for putting me in the psych ward when I didn't need to be there, not getting me a room, and then mainly because when I got there, that one doctor walked in, and the first thing he says to me is, "I don't want to fucking be here." Me too, motherfucker. Like, who wants
that,
to be a part of a car wreck and be in the hospital crying with their skin hanging off of them?
that was
No.
just a wild, wild night, though. But don't forget about the crazy person that was beefing with the security guard
That's
next
what I was
door.
saying.
Yeah, like I remember that too, because remember that we ended up knowing the security guard that ended up being Junior, who goes to Auburn. Yeah, like I remember that because like Junior came to me and was like, "Oh, da da da, I was at security guard that night." I was like, "Oh yeah, you was." Like, yeah, like that was yeah,
Yeah, that was nuts. That was crazy. But yeah, it turns out you can't sue hospitals because I guess they have so many lawyers attached to them that it's like impossible to do jack shit. So
it's not worth
yeah,
your time to sue a hospital because
huh?
you're gonna spend a lot of time if you're suing a hospital.
Yeah. Well, this lawsuit, not lawsuit, but the whole thing, like it took the 4 years to complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't get like my settlement or anything until the car wreck was in 16, and I didn't get it till like the beginning of 2020.
Yeah, because I remember when you said you got your settlement, I was like, "From what?" Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, it was just out the mind.
Yeah. Crazy.
But that's how they try to get you, because
Yeah.
they they try to stretch it out as long as it is, and so you could just forget about it, and you're not worried about it anymore.
Oh, I think they were hoping that I was just going to give up because the guy that I that had hit me, we had. Oh, and that was another thing that cracked me up. Uh, when I had to call my insurance to, tell them about the wreck or whatever, they had already got the other guy's information, and they had no idea I was disabled. And so they're just like, this guy's blind and not blind, but deaf. And he's this and he's that. And they're trying to play the disability card or whatever, trying to make me feel bad. Like, oh, you got into this car wreck. And I'm like, first off, he's the one that was drunk. He's the one that read the red light and hit me, almost killed me. And I was like, I'm also disabled.
You're not gonna guilt trip me. It's not
Yeah.
working. It's not working. I don't care what you try. It's not happening.
But it sucked because we had the same insurance company and the same insurance down to the same insurance lady.
I
So
remember
I
all
was
that.
just, yeah, fighting. my person with my, yeah, yeah, fighting the company, the same company. It was ridiculous.
That's what made it harder. Like if you were two different insurances, it probably would
Oh,
have went
yeah,
smoother. But it's over
I
here
know
like,
that's where it got me.
oh, we're gonna have to pay. Like that's
Like
exactly what
either
they
way, they're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Well,
was very intimidating. I will tell you that, being in an office with a whole bunch of men, not knowing, I didn't know anything about what I was doing, why I was there. So I was just like agreeing with people because I'm like, yeah, yeah, sure. That's also why I think I kind of got a little screwed because I didn't have the backbone to like, you know, really fight or say anything. I mean,
well,
obviously, my lawyers weren't really helping if they had me going to doctors I didn't need to go to. So,
I get that. Trust me.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
something we can't discuss on air. We'll talk about that later. But trust me, I get that more than you understand right now. We won't put that out on the air though.
Right.
Ah,
But, yeah.
but it's been an hour, love. I
All right.
appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Next time we probably discuss a little bit different things, but
Oh, yeah.
definitely like to have you back on the show.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be a part.
All right, love. So this has been. I'm not even gonna do the outro. Like I hate doing outros. Like this is why I need somebody to come on and do. I just want to do all the technical work. All right, but oh, oh, that's nothing important. They
You
send me.
really need to send me a picture of your setup, though, because I really want to see the screen.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm about to send you a picture. But yeah, hold on. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Come back next time. We're gonna have fun with this. Keep going. So, peace out, y'all.